السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت، وعافنا فيمن عافيت، وتولنا فيمن توليت، وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت، وقنا شر ما قضيت، فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك، إنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت، تباركت ربنا وتعاليت، فلك الحمد على ما قضيت، نستغفرك اللهم ونتوب إليك، وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. Welcome everyone. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We have been studying section Sad from the Qur'an, and this is the 38th section of the Qur'an, and we studied up to the verse 65, and verse 65 concludes after the news of what will happen to those people who deny the truth and which kind of consequences are waiting for them, and for those who confirm the reality of their creation or reality of the existence of this world, and which kind of reward is waiting for them in this world as a result of their belief, as a result of their denial, which kind of feelings or internal experiences, spiritual experiences they will have in this world, and the consequence of this spiritual understanding or spiritual realization will continue in the next creation. And in the next creation, the human beings are going to be given another body, definitely, because we emphasize on the importance of the nature of the spirit. The spirit has the potentiality but cannot operate without body. So through the tools of the body, the spirit experiences whatever the status they are in, as they have been trained in this world by us ourselves. Spirit makes us a human being, and the body is the, if you like, cup of it, or what's that? Let me look. Nest. Yeah. Our nest, our cage, actually. That's the best word, is the cage. So through the cage tools, the cages are equipped with the tools, and the spirit's, the potential qualities operate through these tools installed in the cages. So when the cage is taken away, the spirit is left alone, as it has been trained in this world. Then resurrection means the recreation of the body only, not the spirit, because spirit is of the nature of law, although the body changes, but the law does not change. The principles of creation does not change. So the spirit has developed in the positive or in the negative according to the free choice of human beings. Educated or denied the education, rejected the education, rejected the training, and did not improve their potentiality. Accordingly, they will be treated. That is how the creation demonstrates here. If we use our body and be active, the body, the muscles get better, and improve their power, their capacity. If we don't do exercises, they lose their qualities. That is how we are taught in this world. And this is exactly what happens to human spirit. Potentiality is there, but we have to learn it. We have the ability, we have been given the ability to learn anything we want within the capacity, within the potentiality of the human spirit, but we are given the all means here through body, operating through body and communicating with the rest of the universe. And we develop by learning them, by training ourselves. So at the end, what happens? Let me change this one now. Okay. So at the end, we die, the body and the spirit will be separated, and immediately afterwards, they say something, but I don't want to this life in cover. That is not very clear for me, so I don't want to speculate on it, but spirit alone feels what it is, but cannot experience it. So as soon as resurrection, it means recreation happens, experiencing it physically, as we call it here physically, but it will be completely different creation. It must be completely different creation, because if it was a completely different creation, according to my capacity after graduating from the education of this universe, the school of universe, then of course I must start practicing what I have learned or practicing what I have not learned. Why? Okay, where is it? Excuse me, I'm just trying to understand. Okay, where is it? No. Okay, we studied this, and yes, we are here. That's what I wanted to remember, where we left off last week. So that is, we will experience exactly what we have prepared our spirit here. Denial, hopelessness. I will die and there will be nothing at all for me. I will just disappear from existence. That's the result of denial. Well, of course, we are talking theoretically. We are not talking about anybody's denial or anybody's confirmation specifically, but theoretically. So 100% denial, 100% hopelessness. So the continuation of the next creation will be experiencing 100% hopelessness. Of course, no one is 100% perfect. No one is 100% corrupt. Accordingly, everybody, whatever they deserve, God says, I am a just creator. You see, everything is adjusted exactly. There are millions of different kinds of, for example, living beings, animate beings, and these animate beings are perfectly arranged according to what they need and according to their body and spirit side they need, exactly matching each other. So snakes are created in this way. They are perfectly adjust themselves to the environment and benefit from the environment. They can survive their life, and they can survive their eggs or take care of them. Everything is perfectly arranged. So that is the demonstration of the creator, that the creator creates everything according to what they need. So completely corrupt spirit, not educated, denied everything in a completely hopeless situation, the spirit, and life will be completely hopeless for them by the experience of their body, through their body. So let's take 100% believer and convinced. His spirit is convinced. I believe, declaring that I believe doesn't mean much at all, which just maybe an initiation, the beginning, but needs training accordingly. The spirit will improve after graduating from this world, which call it death. Then he will experience, this person, he or she will experience perfect pleasure, if you like, enjoyment of their life, just the opposite of hopelessness, perfect satisfaction. So these descriptions we have studied in great detail during our previous discussions. Now 65 says, say, I am only a warner. That is what the mission of the prophets are, or mission of everybody who follows the prophetic message. So I am only a warner. I cannot impose anything on them and anybody. I cannot force anybody, but just spread the message. Let the people know what I have learned from the speech of God explaining the reality of the existence of this world. So what is the gist of this message that I'm just warning about, warning other people, myself and other people about, is there is no deity except God. That is the one who holds absolute sway over all that exists. How are we going to understand this kind of verses? It seems to be declaration of a conclusion. Of course, in this class, we have been training ourselves how to read the Qur'an in a way that it should not contradict our human nature, human expectations. So we say that I am only a warner, one side of the message. You cannot force anyone. You can just remind people, warn people, don't make mistakes. Why warning is more emphasized than giving good tidings in the Quran? Because we know human nature, that our creation is perfect. Our responsibility is not to improve our creation, our potentiality, human side, of course, I'm talking about, human side, the feelings of human beings, human spirit. It's perfect. Our duty is only what? Not to corrupt it. It works perfectly. It functions perfectly. But be careful not to spoil it, not to corrupt it, not to break it out. So make it into a trash. That's why human nature needs to be warned not to make mistakes. We don't need to be warned to improve our potential, potential of the spirit, or not to improve the potentiality of our spirit. It's already perfect. Let's say just we opened the original manufacturer's package, and the machine is out, perfectly functioning. Now, what we do now, no one can say that, look, you've got let's say, a laptop, so make it better. It's already better. It's already perfect. What we need to be warned, to be reminded is warning. Be careful not to misuse it, not to corrupt it, not to break it, all negative, negative, negative. We need only negative. That's what taqwa means. In the Qur'an, God consciousness translated, God fearing translated in this way. None of them appeals to me at all, but we have to understand that the root meaning of taqwa is to be careful. Treat this example, we use the laptop given to me, perfect laptop out of original manufacturer's package given to me. So I have to be very sensitive, careful not to misuse it or use it in the wrong way, that everything will be upside down and maybe its program will be corrupted. So if someone wants to say something, he must warn me not to corrupt it, not to break it, use it carefully. That is what Qur'an is mostly talking about morning. If you keep your, the Qur'an also talks about some good news. What is that? If you keep without corrupting your computer, your laptop, you will enjoy it. It is best. Everything works best. Don't worry about it. Just use it, but be careful not to corrupt it. So human beings may need somehow some kind of good news, and that if you don't corrupt it, the condition is important. If you don't corrupt it, if you don't misuse it, you will enjoy it. That's why the prophets are called warners, because our option to corrupt it is always there, and we can corrupt more and more and more. Well, damage our human nature, 1%, 10%, 50%, 100%, maybe not possible, 99%. Yeah, it is against human nature. Everybody has some sort of good side in it. So it will be a seed to grow and a tree out of it. It means we have to find out the people that seed and water it, support it, and make a beautiful tree grow out of it. That's why it doesn't really seem to be correct to say that a person is 100% correct. It should be impossible by definition of creation. So perfection also, 100% perfection is important. Forget about it. Just 10%, 20%, in between. People are in between, but we are just talking at the level of theory now. 100% corrupt, 100% perfect, so that we will have our directions, which way I should go, corruption way or perfection way. Whatever we decide, we are free to do, and we take slowly, and become more corrupt or more perfect. That is what we are doing in this way. So what are we reminded about? There is no deity except God. What does it mean? It doesn't mean that tell people there is no deity except God. You may so, if needed. But if you want to save yourself, you have to make sure, first of all, there is no deity in this world. It means there is nothing in this world which has the power to create, to control, to have real power from itself, so that it will operate independently, freely by itself. Freely by itself. That's what we have to understand. Okay? I have to be very careful about not assigning any divine power. Divine power means creating just as a result of its own will, its own capacity, creating, giving existence to something. Be careful about it, not to give any divine power. Divine power by definition is creator or creatorship to anything in this world. Be careful about it. Be careful. Is there anything that is able to give existence to anything else? Be careful about it. So when you are careful about it, the necessary consequence of it will be illallah. Only the one who is called God. Who is this God? God al-Wahid. The only one, the absolute one. The absolute one. It means the one who has the quality to create, al-Qahhar. It means who holds absolute sway over all that thing exists. It means he is the source of existence of every single being in this world, perfectly arranged within the whole entirety of the universe, functioning perfectly. That is what we have to be very careful about to understand. That is what we are warned about it. And the following verse explains even further. He is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. It means when you say God, he is the one who has given existence to whole body of existence, whatever you can think of within this universe. But we can logically conclude that this universe, I see nothing in it which has the ability to give existence to anything else at all. Everything in the universe is subject to the order of the universe. They are just obeying or following without unconscious beings and even conscious beings. For example, my stomach is working, my heart is working, I don't know even. It means they are employed in this way, they function in this way. Who is employing them? The one who is the creator, source of existence of heavens and the earth, and whatever is between them, whatever they include in it. It means every single being. How much you divide into smaller and smaller and smaller fractions of the things. They have their individual existence, and the scientists study them, and their all qualities need to be created. The things they cannot create themselves, the things they cannot freely act and choose, whatever however they are created, but they are created, being created the way as they are, in the way they are. The Almighty, he is the Almighty, all-powerful one, the most honorable one. Everything is subject to his will. That means Aziz. It is interesting. It means almighty, and at the same time, the most honorable. Nothing can challenge the creator of the heavens and the earth and whatever in it. And the ever forgiving one. That is also, yes, to grasp and to treat every single being at every moment is completely under the control of its creator. This creator gives access to them, and they cannot choose anything otherwise at all. None of us. Even human beings have the free will. This free will, yes, correct. We have free will. What we do with the free will, we cannot create with the free will. What do? We obey the order of the universe, follow the order of the universe. Through the order of the universe, the creator of the universe is revealing us that, look, if you follow these options that I provided for you, then as long as you follow my order that I have established, matter is all matter and everything subject to it, and human beings are subject to the order of the universe. Human free will also is subject to the order of the universe, and we just choose. Because we are created with consciousness, we are aware of it, and when we are given the options, we choose from given options. We are not given existence to anything else. Choosing from the given existence options in the universe, again, it is arranged by the will of the creator. He arranged the order. He arranged my free will. He arranged my human qualities in such a way that I can operate within the given orders. Can I stand the order? Never. Can I choose something which is not within the given order? Never. Never, ever, never. And so I am subject to the order of the universe, although I am free to choose, but I'm not free to change the order. The limit is under the control of the universe, and he has the quality to do everything as arranged the order as he likes, but order principles of the creation of the order doesn't change, but what is created within the universe is subject to continuous change. This seemingly contradiction position lets us understand that the creator must be an absolute being, changing everything at every moment within the whole entirety of the universe, but without spoiling the order. Who can do that? Only an absolute being can do it, because changing everything at the same time, always, without any crack, any, discrepancy within the order of the universe. Order perfectly, changes within an order. So beautiful creation to make definitely human beings, or to help human beings understand that the creator of this universe must be an absolute one. And giving no exception whatsoever that human beings, human consciousness may realize, this is not obeying the order. Impossible. They say the developed stem cells, that is accident. These are all really garbage thought, because they cannot prove any accident at all. They cannot prove anything which is freely choosing something. Follow the order. Of course, science means by investigating how the order works, find out the principles of the order, because order doesn't change. So therefore, the principles of the order don't change. So, and what science means? Establishing what they have found, how the order of the universe works in a specific area that is within their scope of interest. Muhammad Said. wrote, thank you, whoever writes, whoever speaks, whoever asks, whoever expresses his thoughts, I love it. So my interconnectedness with the universe is not supposed to make me the slave of the things, but connected to the absolute order of the universe consciously. Correct. Correct. Let me finish what is written. If this is the warning in the verse, indeed, it is a great warning for my humanity to be aware of, I will continue, my reality, to be aware of the reality of existence and reality and my reality. Muhammad Said, I'm absolutely happy to hear what you have to read what you have written. Thank you very much. I would say, let us consider or reconsider this phrase, to make me the slave of the things. This is consciousness. I should not feel that I am slave of the things. Why? The things are not my master. My master is the creator of the things, because things themselves have to obey the order of the creator. So they cannot operate on me, but I am utilizing them. But if you want to use the slave and master relationship, we can only say everything in the universe is the slave of the creator of the universe, and only the master, Aziz, that is what the word says, the Almighty, the most honorable one, is or must be the creator of the universe. That is human logic concludes about. So, yes, definitely so, but those people who don't accept, who don't confess that we are reality of the whole universe, is nothing but just follow how we are created. We cannot get out of or how we are created. We cannot change the way we are created, but only following the order of the universe. If someone denies this and say the universe is acting themselves, accidentally happening like this as we experience it, I don't know how their reasoning can allow this kind of understanding to conclude. That is their problem. It never, ever makes sense to me at all, because I see no sign for it. These people have to feel that they are enslaved by matter, by things of this universe. But those people who, excuse me, those people who understand that the universe, all of them, are subject to the will of the Creator. We are following the way we are created according to how our Creator willed us to be. My heart cannot be acting as my hand or my stomach. My stomach cannot be doing what my kidneys are doing. For example, they cannot change. They have to follow the order. If, according to the order, something goes wrong, they start dysfunctioning or malfunctioning, depending on the proportion of it, we can call it. So that is the way. Human beings can free themselves from being slave of the things by realizing that everything is subject to the will of the Creator. And will of the Creator doesn't say you are my slave, but I am expecting you to acknowledge me and worship me only. So worship is not enslaving myself, but worship is declaring my freedom from being the slave of the things. So if you like, someone said, but our Creator is not the master, is not acting here in this world or treating us in this world like the slave and master relationship of this world that we are accustomed to. That is very important, because master uses, employs, if you like, exploits the slaves in human relationship. But when I say I am the slave of my master, who is the creator of the universe, it is absolute freedom. Why? Because this master of the universe is not utilizing me, employing me, asking me to help for his with his work, do the work he needs. He cannot do it by himself. He has a huge land, and slaves have to do that. That is, no. He is serving us. How can I call him? I am slave of the master of the universe. Ridiculous. I am benefiting from his service. That is why I can never, ever use the word slave for human beings or for any being, because we are all served by him. If you like, if you insist, there are some religious people, they are really eager to use the word, we are slaves of God. That is absolutely nonsense. If you want to use the word slave, I would say God is my slave. He is serving me. That is contradiction. That's why I cannot say it. Otherwise, I cannot say that I am the slave of God. Why? I'm not doing anything for him. He is doing everything for me. He created me. He gave me life. He gave me whatever my conditions of life required, needed. He is serving me. When I was born into this world, for example, or when I was in the tummy of my mommy, whatever I needed, it was completely whole factories working for me. Only I can do nothing, enjoy my existence. And I was brought out of my mother's stomach into this world. I found everything serving me. Employed by whom? Employed my master. How can you say that I am the slave of this master? You must be stupid to say this. He's serving me. So I have to acknowledge it. That's it. The first verse 65 says, we are warned about what? There is no deity in this world except God, the absolute being. He holds the sway over everything. It means everything is under his control. Everything is created by him. So this word slave must be used. If somebody insists that I'm going to use the slave, I will say, God is my slave. Why? He's serving me. Am I serving him? Not at all, nothing. But he asks us to do something. This is for me. For example, if I'm dirty, for example, somebody tells me, well, keep yourself clean, man. Go and wash your hand. What does it mean? He is commanding me and I am serving him. I am obeying his command. No, he is for me. I'm benefiting from it. I am being healthy because of this warning by somebody else. I have to thank him. I have to pay for him. This is so, unfortunately, some zealous people say we are slaves of God. Excuse me, really, it irritates me if I don't want to use the word hate, this expression, this understanding. It really irritates me. I say, come on, man, don't misrepresent Allah's beautiful creation, Allah's beautiful message. Abd, ubudiyya, has its own meaning within the context of the Quran, which is acknowledging the reality, just admitting it. That is worship. Admitting and acknowledging it. That's it, nothing else. What I have to pray, yeah, it is for me, for my training of my spirit. It needs it to put into practice, to make sure, to assure that I have not obliged to serve matter, but only acknowledge my Creator. That is worship. That is ubudiyya with the words of the Quran, abd. But in Arabic language, there are many ghulam, fata, abd, used for slaves in the relationship of one man and another person, one person and another person. And master means the one who benefits, exploits, employs, and asks to help him, to do some work for him, labor for him. That is slave. Yes, correct. But as far as my relationship with my Creator, I'm not doing anything for him. He's preparing, he is providing everything for me. So this word is to be used very carefully, especially if somebody's speaking about God's and God, the relationship between me and God. He has to be extremely careful that we are slaves of God. Just the opposite. That is why we have to be sensitive about the vocabulary related to the Quranic concepts. Quran, whatever the Quran, if we are studying the Quran, we have to be very careful. I keep saying this, and this is the right time now to remind again and again, maybe more than 100 times, I kept mentioning this. You cannot read the Quran according to the dictionary meaning. Dictionary meaning is mundane. Dictionary meaning is secular. Dictionary meanings gain the meaning. The word has gained the meaning through human experiences, whereas Quranic words comes from absolute knowledge according to the purposes of the speech of God and purpose of the message of God. So according to the general purposes of the speech of God, all of them, with no exception, have gained a meaning within the context of the teachings of the Quran. So abd means worshiper. Worshiper means acknowledging and practicing in various ways my reality, acknowledging what my reality is, acknowledging what I have to conclude from this existence, from this universe. So who is my Lord? I have to accept, I have to understand, I have to conclude, and I have to practice this in order to remind myself on every occasion. These are some forms of it prescribed to us as we need it, according to our need, by our Creator. Don't steal, don't tell lies. We all know that it is there with us. And don't worship and don't enslave yourself with created beings. Absolutely no lifeless, no knowledge, no free will, no power of themselves at all, as they function, as they are created. For example, look at the machine that I'm using now. Everything functions there as they are made by their engineers. That's it. How can I say that? Thank you. How does it go? The word, I don't know. Thank you, screen, to show what the program is. Or, the simple word didn't come to my mind, whatever it is. Thank you, hardware. I say, thank you, the engineer. Thank you, engineer. You made it for me. You employed this matter, unconscious matters for me, arrange it in such a way according to the order of the universe, whatever the order of the universe allowed you, according to it, you did it, and I am enjoying it. Of course, I'm thankful to the creator of the order of the universe, and I'm thankful to you to find out and present it to me. It means you are the vehicle, the origin is the creator of the universe. So this understanding, what we learn from the Quran, must be well established in our minds. So those people who read the Quran with the meaning of the meaning, describe it in the dictionaries, dictionary definitions, they are hesitant. They say we are slaves of God because Abid means slaves. Where in the dictionary? That is human construction, man. You cannot read the Quran with human construction. That is so simplistic. That is a very simplistic mistake, actually. We shouldn't be carried away by them. So let's go 67. Oh, why not? Because 67. So continues, goal, say, declare people, yourself, let yourself be aware of it. This is a great message. What is the message? So simple. There is no divinity. There is no divine being. There is no creator in the universe, but the one who created the heavens and the earth and whatever in it, all the things in it. That one is the creator of the universe. He is all powerful. He is all forgiving. That is a great message. Yeah, that is what we learn from our Creator. So, yet you ignore it. Oh, yeah, it is so obvious, but we keep forgetting it. Yeah, and also, mu'ridun means not only ignore it, so ignorance seems to be a bit innocent as to the strong meaning of mu'rid. It means turn its back and obstinately, I am not going to accept it. I'm not going to really confess that you are the one who is the creator of the universe. Why? Because I want to declare my own independence. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to be irrational, if you want to reject your own reality, I have given you the free will to do so, but the consequences remain on your shoulder. You have to suffer. Be careful. Why? You have to live always as a human being who is ready to be executed every moment, getting closer, where? To the non-existence, complete meaningless end, purposeless end. Live in this world for what? To go into non-existence, to fall into just annihilation. That is what our end is. This simple, very simple, understand. Somebody is invited to a person's house. The person is being kind to him, giving him everything what he needs. Here is your bathroom, here is your kitchen, here is your food. Just tell me what you want, I will give it. Even if you don't tell me, I have already prepared everything in the kitchen or in your bedroom, whatever. The room is just the temperature you love, everything is arranged. And this man keeps saying that, look, this person is doing all this to me, but at the end, he will take me to the, let's say, somewhere on the roof of the building and throw me down. How can you enjoy his very perfect treatment of you? Every time he does anything good, you say, oh, I know what is behind it. Huh? How can you enjoy your life in this psychological position? Anytime he does something good to you, you keep saying that, no, I know, you are going to kill me at the end. I know, I am going to lose everything. Why do you, but he never stops and said, why does he keep treating me well in this world? But you know, people die. But this person who's treating you well in this world is taking out of this house and taking you in another place. Why? It is so nice, man. He has no sign of injustice in his actions, perfectly arranged everything for you. And he says, okay, I'm going to take you now out of the school of the universe and give you a profession that you will function now what you have learned. So taking out of the school seems to be, oh, I have lost my status of existence. But this person has brought you into this state of existence. And why he is not going to give you, how can you guarantee that he's not going to give you another state of existence? Why not? He has already given you, demonstrated you that he's a so kind host, if you like. The example I'm talking about, this example of a host and guest. So kind host. What is he going to do while killing you meaningless, purposelessly? So crazy for those people. That's why they are muridun. It means they obstinately turn their back and deny it. Not only ignore it, murid, deny it. And at the same time, ignore it as well. But those people who believe, and you definitely who are here now, maybe watching and listening later on, you have good intention. You are not one of the mu'ridun. It means those people who obstinately turn their back, reject the reality. No, you are not that. Who are you then? Sometimes we neglect, but this is not mu'rid. This is not obstinate denial, rejecter. No, struggling against it is their reality, trying to reject their reality. No, but neglectfulness is what we believers' problem. Neglecting, forgetting, not deliberately ignoring it, no, but ignore is a very soft word for murid. But apparently I couldn't find any better in the translations than I copy-paste from them, unfortunately. That is the best I have chosen, I think, from among the already available translations. So, we have to take, the believers have to be careful about their being negligent. That is my problem, by the way. I neglect, I forget. I cannot keep my consciousness always alarmed, alert. My consciousness, my awareness of my status, enjoying the mercy, the compassion, the beneficence of my creator in this world. So I have to say, for example, for the moment now, today, when I am here, I'm in a completely different setting now, it's place. So it is snowing, beautiful. It is for me, as a result of the snow, the summer, hot days of summer, the river still will bring me water and will bring water to deliver water supply system of the world, so that the plants will get their food, their provision, and they will get vegetables, fruits, and all the result. Animals will them, and all of them are given to my service. I can benefit from them. I can go and pick up already ripe, ripened fruit, vegetables, fresh. I can enjoy it. These are all for me. I'm not exploiting them. They are created there. If I don't use them, they will just rot and be wasted. That is why we feel very comfortable getting the fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, because we know that if we don't use them, they will just rot away, meaningless and purposeless. And we know that God says, the Creator says, I'm creating it for you to enjoy. Come on, have it. I am the owner of them. Please, as the Qur'an says, كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا هَنِيئًا لَكُمْ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. Eat, drink, enjoy. So how do you translate هَنِيئًا لَكُمْ? Enjoy your provisions that I have provided for you. Enjoy it, هَنِيئًا لَكُمْ. When some people say, good appetite. Some French people say, I think, bon appetit or something like that. And other people say in other things, but the Quran says, هَنِيئًا لَكُمْ. Enjoy it, man, freely. Say, free buffet, the whole earth for us. But we forget it. We say, oh, this cucumber is so fresh, refreshing, etc. And I got it from some places. Put a name of the greengrocer. Come on, you got it from mercy of God. Don't be negligent. Okay, here we go. Let's say, okay, the subject change. It is a beautiful subject. We are going to study the creation or the scenario of the creation of Adam. It means our reality. No, this scenario is absolutely beautiful, amazing. All reality, my reality is there, explained in the Quran in a very, majestic way, if you like. We have to discover them. That's their meaning. Inshallah, next week we will start from this point. It means from this verse, section 38, verse 69. Inshallah, next week. Now, the time is up, and I know people are excited now, getting ready for iftar. May Allah accept your fasts, inshallah. And I would like to see you. I hope, I wish to see you next Wednesday, Saturday, and next Monday, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. هنيئا لكم, inshallah, for your iftar. This is a Quranic expression. كلوا واشربوا هنيئا لكم. Don't forget this. Freely, free usage, free benefit. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah, good news. God is serving us. MashaAllah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. في أمان الله وحفظه. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وسلام على